There we go. Here, you can hear me now. So we're seeing these racers take off. We have a quick lead from Cyrez, and Ninjetti is going to be... Ninjetti and Cyrez are seeming to exchange that location. So we have Ninjetti taking away with another early lead. There's no sound at all. It sounds like you should be able to hear me now. Excellent. So we have Ninjetti taking off in his M50 with a nice little lead. Looks like Cyrez and Ninjetti are actually trading that off. Sanatotor here falling a little bit behind, back to 5th place, which is interesting. We had Sanatotor in our previous races do quite well and actually dominated both different tournaments. Took the 1st place in both Open and Highspeed Class, so it's interesting to see him dropping back a little bit. Here we have Cyrez fighting in this M50 against Ninjetti, trying to take that 1st place, but it looks like Ninjetti has managed to hold on. Robot, a racer I've never seen race before today, so hopefully we'll see some very interesting things out of Robot here. Their M50 is looking just very, very slick, very cool. And let's see if we can swing around over to find our leader, Ninjetti, right here. Looks like we have quite a poor view angle from here, but he's coming around to the end of the race, so let's see if we can see him coming on through. There we go, the final ring is opening. Here is Ninjetti coming through, and Ninjetti followed very, very closely by Cyrez. We have 1 minute 22 seconds, 62 milliseconds for Ninjetti, Cyrez at 124, Cats at 128, so that's pretty close. It's possible that we could see some shifting in the placements there, and Robot coming through at 4th, so excellent showing from our wildcard, who we haven't seen race before, at least I haven't. He was in the tournament out in Germany, but it's very interesting to see some new names, and I love seeing those new names pop up. Ninjetti still holding on to that very commanding lead. It looks like, how far behind is our next competitor? We have Cyrez. Let's see if we can find them here quickly. Cyrez, can we see ahead of you? There we go. How far ahead is Ninjetti? Because sometimes you can see those competitors facing off against one another. They trade back and forth, but it looks like you can't really see much from this viewpoint. Oh, there we go. He is slowly coming up behind Ninjetti. We can see Ninjetti just in front there, heading up the long spiraling turns. Here we go, Ninjetti. And hot on his heels, just heading through that other corner there, we have Ninjetti and Cyrez. And let's see these racers pass through this finish line and head into their 3rd lap, and just seconds apart from one another, like within milliseconds, really. We have Ninjetti still has the best lap, or no longer has the best lap. Cat seems to be making up some time. Cyrez also making up some time. In fact, Cyrez and Ninjetti are once again trading for that 1st place position. Ninjetti looks like they may have run into some problems, crashed into a building, something like that. And here we have Cats in that 350R that we all know them for. These are some very, very close laps, absolutely, Obi notice. So what else do we have going on here? Oh, unfortunately, Ninjetti exploding as he crashes into that building. That's going to give Cats and Cyrez the opportunity to start peeling away, heading into the front. Sanatotor coming up into 4th, and unfortunately also has now collided with a building and exploded. Let's see, who do we have here? We have Ninjetti trying to make up that lost time, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. So in chat, let us know who you would like to see win this race. We have Cats here. We have Robot. It looks like Robot might have just passed auction. They're racing for that 5th and 6th place, trading that position back and forth. Who is our leader now? We have Cyrez. Looks like Cyrez is coming down that last long stretch towards the final finish line. Let's pop on over here and see Cyrez, as it looks like they may be coming through first. Here we go. There's Cyrez, followed immediately by Cats. Very, very close together. And then this is our 3rd place finisher. We have them passing right there. We have Ninjetti pushing himself back into that 3rd place. I think that they might have even dropped to 4th for a moment, so they did manage to bring themselves back. We have Cyrez with 4 minutes, 7 seconds, 86 milliseconds. Cats sitting at 4 minutes, 8 seconds, 88 milliseconds, just a second off that leader's position. So that was a very tight race, very close laps between our competitors here. Then we have Sanatotor, Ninjetti, sorry, in 3rd with 4 minutes, 14 seconds, and 70 milliseconds. And Sanatotor coming through for the finish line. And here is Auction coming through with 4 minutes, 50 milliseconds. And let's take a look over at Robot. Unfortunately, Robot had some trouble there at the end of the race, and though they did make it through, unfortunately was unable to place in those top 3. So we have Cyrez in first, Cat second, and Ninjetti in our 3rd position. So congratulations to our victors, and it was very, very well raced, very well done on all of our competitors' part. That was a really nice race, a lot of trading back and forth. Those impacts in the final lap of the race really cost Ninjetti, especially his placement, dropping all the way down to 4th, and Sanatoder unfortunately wasn't able to take advantage of that gap in front of him.